All right, today I'm gonna tell you why I don't like Valentine's Day. I never really did. For some reason, like people who are lonely on Valentine's Day get really depressed. I never was like that, even though I've never had a Valentine's Day with somebody. Mainly because I think it's just an irrelevant holiday. I always forget about it. I don't know, it just never bothered me that much being alone on Valentine's Day. But basically, this story isn't really that brutal. It's just like stupid what happened. But back when I was in high school, middle school, we had this thing, and schools should not do this. They really shouldn't. Basically, and I don't know if your guys' schools have done this, or if any of you watching this who are still in school that, they do this. They basically, at the end of the day, they have this thing where you can go to the cafeteria, you can buy a flower for somebody, and on Valentine's Day, they will come into the class and they'll give out the flowers to whoever like bought them for them. You could remain anonymous or put your name on it. So I thought it was like a good idea to get it for like one of my one-itises in my class, and I put my name on it, thinking like just to see like her reaction, like or some shit. Like I wanted to see her reaction, and so I bought the flower, and they came into the classroom. They're giving out all the flowers, and I got one, because I've never gotten a flower, and I got one. And I was like, oh shit. And I looked at the name. It said my name and her name. And for a second, I thought that like she gave it to me, but I read it wrong. Like supposedly the kid he messed up and he gave me the flower back. Like he must have like read it wrong. I don't know what happened. He just read it wrong. I guess since we were in the same class, I don't know. But it was just that moment, guys. Like that 1 to 2 seconds, that one like butterflies in my stomach, like, oh my god, she feels the same way, and then just having all of that just rip away the most brutal shit. But then I got bummed out. I was like, oh shit. And I didn't want to give it to her. Like I didn't want to like get up and give it to her because that would have been like cringe. So I just like held on to it, and like everyone was like, oh, who's that from, and I was just like hiding it. I was like, oh, I don't know, it's anonymous, I don't know. But I never got a flower, guys. My whole high school, my whole middle school, I never got a flower. And I swear on my life, all the girls got flowers, like dozens. Like there's this one Stacy in my class one year who got, I'm not even joking, like 20 plus flowers. Crazy. All the dudes never got shit. Some of the Chads did, but mainly the dudes never got flowers. I never got flowers. Like this is why I don't think schools should do that. It's just like depressing. Never getting a flower ever, no one ever buying you a flower. Well, like you see all these girls getting flowers and all these Chads getting flowers. I don't know, it's just like brutal. And I thought I got one like finally, and I was like, oh, she likes me back. And then that like after those 2 seconds I read it and I was like, oh wait, this is supposed to be mine to her. And then it just all went away. I don't know, it's just like something really stupid. But yeah, just like that tiny little piece of hope, and then me just being like, oh, they messed up. But yeah, do you guys have that? Have you had that when you were growing up, or have that currently? I mean, it's like the worst shit ever. Like coming home with no flower, like nobody buying you a flower, no one giving a shit about you. I had this one Chad friend in high school. I don't talk to him anymore, but he always used to get flowers. He used to get like 2 to 3 flowers from like some random girls. And I used to be like, damn, dude. And I used to like be so depressed from that shit, like getting no flowers. Like me and all the true cells in the class never got any flowers at all. Even the normies never got flowers. Always the Chads and the girls who got flowers all the time. But yeah, schools definitely shouldn't do that. I mean, I don't know. It's just like mental health draining. I don't know, just coming home with no flower, just being miserable. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's like Valentine's Day in general. I just never cared about it. I always forget about it. And I don't know, it just is what it is. I just don't care about Valentine's Day.